Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Kona and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Kona's ability to understand and respond to formal obedience commands, the motivation and the correction that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction that may be needed, and with her it's not much. It's a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. And we have a squirrel that's trying to commit suicide here that Kona's got her eye on. Right up the fence, right in front of her. So anyway, back to the obedience. She's sitting very nicely at Rich's left in spite of the squirrel. Now it's a major distraction, waiting for her next command. And the first command that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Kona heel.
Kona, heel.
Now at this point, Kona has a job to do, and that's what German Shepherds need. They need to be guided by their owner. And this keeps you the pack leader. You are leading her and not the other way around. She's not out at the end of the leash. She's keeping her shoulders even with your left leg. If you turn or change direction or make a right turn or left turn, she should be right there with you, looking up at you. And when you stop your feet, she's to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And you see how well she stays right with Rich and sits when he stops his feet. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it's a one-word command to stay. The long sit-stay when you're practicing at home with her is working up from 1 minute to 3 minutes. And this is an exercise that helps her develop self-control and maturity. When Rich returns back, he walks all the way around her as an additional distraction, and she should remain sitting there until she gets another command. And they take off heeling again. And all of this has been put together for you so that Kona starts to learn who is the leader. Right now, she thinks she is, and she can't be. She's not equipped. She's doing what German Shepherds were bred to do, and that is to guard. But it's inappropriate and out of control. Rich is going to leave her in another sit-stay. He walks the full extent of a 6-foot training leash, and this time, instead of walking in and returning back to her, he's going to demonstrate the come-on command. And she should come right in front, and she should sit facing his knees. And you hear Rich talking to her, telling her she's a good girl, encouraging her to do a good job, at the same time firmly taking control of the situation. We have determined that we don't think that she sees as well as dogs don't see well anyway, but that she doesn't see all that well, because she will growl at one of the staff that she knows well and then realize, oops, I know that person. So we don't think that her vision is the greatest. That's not unusual. Rich leaves her in another sit-stay, and he's going to demonstrate that come-on command again for you. She comes right in and sits, looking up at him, waiting for direction. And that's what you want. She always looks to you for direction. And they heel out of that command. And this is going to make walking her a pleasure because you have control of her, and she's not going to be lunging out at people. She needs to get out and be socialized a little as well. Now this time, Rich is going to demonstrate the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word firm command to down and then stay. The long down stay is 3 to 5 minutes, and again, practice right in your living room. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her just as he did on the sit-stay, and she should hold that stay until he tells her what he wants her to do next. So if you see, he went right back to that heel position again. Everything starts and stops at heel position, and you're going to get a lesson with her on Sunday so that you feel confident that you can do all these things with her. And then we're going to be there for you in the future to work with you as needed. We want you to keep us updated on her progress.
Down. Stay.
This is your down from heel. And Rich can call her out of this exercise.
No.
Now, if she gets distracted, if she gets distracted, you heard Rich say no, give her a little correction on that collar. She heard something, and she got distracted, but he got her right back on track. Told her no, gave her a correction on the collar, got her right back to heel, and doing what she's supposed to do. He didn't even give her a second to think for herself. Now, this time Rich is going to leave her in a sit stay. This is going to be your down from a distance. I don't know what she sees or hears over there. That was your down from a distance. And whatever's distracting her, noises or other dogs barking or whatever, in spite of all of that, she's continued to do her commands very well. Now, we have demonstrated for you all of Kona's formal obedience commands. Healing, automatic sit, sit stays, down stays, come, down from a distance. All of these commands we want you to work on with her at home, because all of this obedience training is what's going to help you to have a better behaved girl in your home, and maybe you'll be able to even have company again. Thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company. We've enjoyed her, and I think she's got a very bright future. We will see you soon.